Hi everyone. I thought my camera was a little bit too high, so I was adjusting it so that I could bring it down a little bit lower to make it easier to see. And I think I have it in a good location. We will see. Hi. So I've been journaling and doing some Bible journaling, so I have a bunch of stuff here. And I didn't clean off my table before I came on because I was busy fiddling with the camera. I hope everyone's having a great day. It was snowing here this morning, and the snow has now turned to rain. And so kids, I think, were out of school, and now they're probably outside playing in the rain because you know how kids are. Okay, so let's get started. So I have my fuse tool heated up, and I have here, and I want to cut some. I have here everything that I need, I think. So, I got some scissors. I don't need that. I don't need any of those things. I might need the ruler. All right. My table's a mess. All right, so I have one of those fuse mats, and if you don't have one, you really should think about getting one because they are wonderful. So, I could not find, uh-oh, my phone started ringing. I don't know who that is. I don't answer calls from people I don't know. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I don't. Okay, so I could not find my actual trading card sleeves. So all I have are these. And these work the same as the trading card sleeves. The only difference is with the trading card sleeves, you have the individual pockets. So there's usually 3, 6, 9. So it's 3 across, 3 down. And what's nice about those is you can cut right beside the lines. And when you do, you have that space, so you have it, it's already kind of like that. So then you don't have that extra side that you've got to deal with. So let's start working with this with taking our fuse tool and going across, and I'm going to use this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's good. So, and if you don't have one of these rulers, these are great to have as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up on my line like so. And I'm going to take my tool. I'm going to push this just a little bit over so that it actually meets up and seals. Okay, so I have on here the roller, the one that rolls. Hope you can see it. I don't know where the rest of my tips are. But one thing that this ruler does is it helps you so that you aren't creating too much pressure on here. Let's see. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so let me go back. I got happy too soon. There we go. I got to go all the way across. So where am I? Okay, there we go. Okay. And also, What's nice about having this is it has a holder so that you can actually place your tool in it and hang it there while you're working. So now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to cut just on the other side of that, of where I just ran my tool. And hopefully I'm staying in camera. Are you guys with me? You guys there? Anybody there? I should have used my paper cutter. I'm so quick to pick up scissors. And the bad part about that is I can't cut a straight line. Okay, so it's there. And then I'm going to run my finger in here, and you can see that I have closed it off. I'll be down in a second.
No, I have something to tell you.
When I'm done, you can tell me, okay?
Can I have cookie?
After you eat something else.
Sorry.
And you can't have cookie if you're going to eat cake, and we just finished the cake.
No. Maybe they eat cake.
Okay, no, that's, I'm here. You're here. Okay, good. All right, so you have, and I just kind of run my finger down in here, just making sure that it's sealed. Now here, and I don't know if you can see it, I did get a little close, and it looks like it might have a little bit of a hole there. So I'll just be mindful of that when I go to use it. And then because this side already has a piece, what I like to do is I like to, and I'm not going to leave it this long. I'm going to go down. But there are two ways that you can do this. You can, I'm sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. You can just fill this with your confetti and your glitter and not put anything else in there. Or you can take some of the journaling cards. Let's see. This one's pretty, but this one has a butterfly on it. I pulled out extra stuff. I think I like this one. It has a butterfly on it. And I didn't make these long enough. So I would have to cut this down, and I don't want to cut this one down because it's got butterflies down here at the end. Let me see. Is there one I want to cut down? This one I could cut down. So I could put this in here. Now, when I do stuff like this, I like to leave about 1/4 of an inch on each side. And the reason for that is so that when you fill it with stuff, as it expands and gets bigger, it doesn't bust out these seams. And then you start to have glitter or whatever you put in here seeping everywhere. So always think about that, is leave a little bit of space so that you can move stuff around. So let me take it over here, and I'm going to grab my cutter, and I'm going to cut this, and I will cut this down. I'm only going to cut this about, it is a 4-inch journaling card, and my paper is, my piece of plastic is 4 inches. So I don't want it to be 4 inches exact. So I'm going to cut off a 1/4 of an inch. Well, actually, I'm going to cut off. There we go. All right. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm sorry I had to do this off camera, but I had to sit it in my lap so that I could do this. Okay, so I have cut this piece down to 3 1/2. And now I want to cut this piece. Please stop. So it is 3 inches wide. So I want to cut my plastic so that it is 3.5 inches. I want to leave room to close it as well. And then to be able to have my, uh-oh, can't see that. Let me put this back under here so I can see it. And then I have my beads and stuff. And I put my snow up. So I'm not going to add any snow to this. I don't think so. So let me just cut here.
Yeah.
Easier. There we go. Okay. All right, that worked out better. Sorry for having to take this off camera, but that was like the only way that I can do it. So, are you guys still with me? You guys are quiet this afternoon.
Because they're not
Okay.
here.
Okay, so I cut a little bit extra, but I'm going to leave a little bit of the space. So I want to make sure that everything is lined up on here and that everything is, let me see, bring it back here. I can see it better. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. All right, so when I put this on, I put my, I kind of line this up, making sure that I am over just a tad. Let's see. Kind of eyeballing it. Like that. And then, again, holding this. Okay, so there we go. And then I can trim off this excess as well. So now it's closed on the all three sides, and I've got the top open. So if you don't have a fuse tool and you use the actual trading card pockets and you trim, you know, slightly beyond the where it's fused together, you can actually take, and this is the only way that I found it to be successful, is to take your double-sided tape, and what you do is you basically are going to have to open this up and you run your double-sided tape on the inside. So I would put it on the inside here, right at the very, very top, kind of like this. And I would run it all the way across and making sure that I get it from end to end. And then after I've done that, before I peel it off, I would fill it with whatever I wanted to fill it with, and then take the other side off and then close it that way. And then because you can see the tape, what I like to do is I always like to put washi tape over it. So I take a washi tape, and what I do with my washi tape is I take and I put it halfway on one side. So it's kind of like this. It's covering up the tape, because I try to use a 1/4 inch tape, like the smaller, and I kind of try to make it so that it's even and then it's covering up the tape, and then I fold it over. But what I also like to do, because sometimes the washi tape isn't as sticky as we need it to be, is I also take that same double-sided tape and I run it on both sides of this And then I put my washi over that so that it sticks and holds really well. If I have a washi that is directional, kind of like this one is, and this washi, my granddaughter decided to get a hold of it yesterday while I was out, and she has washied every place in my house. So, but this has the hearts on it, and it's kind of directional. So instead of folding it over, again, I would put the double-sided tape at the top on both sides, but I would let this stick over a little bit so that this will meet and join together to seal it at the top. And that not only does it seal it a little bit extra, but it also provides the decoration on here as well. So I'm not doing all of that. I'm just focusing on the fuse tool because I love my fuse tool. So let's get some stuff and put in there. Let's see if I can get these open today. I don't know. Are there any questions? Oh, there might be questions. Let's see. Either even with paper cutter. You're no fun, Angie. Cookies and cake. How old is that cutie? She is 4. Yes, Erica, she's my first and only granddaughter. And she is 4. We just finished making a upside down, pineapple upside down cake. And so she was eager to eat the cake. And when the timer went off, she thought, oh, it's done. But of course it wasn't done. So I'm having beads everywhere. So I'm going to pour some of these in. And pour in as much as you want. Just make sure that you don't overfill, because sometimes we can overfill these things. We can get happy with our little putting stuff in. Yeah, I thought that with it being so rainy out and this would be a good day. And the little bit of snow that we got. Did you guys get a lot more snow, Erica? We just got like a dusting of snow this morning, and then it's turned to rain now. But I thought that this would be a good day to make a cake, especially after Saturday's cake that I made. I guess I hadn't had cake made in a while, and it just really tasted yummy. So I wanted more cake, personally. So my granddaughter and I, we made cake today. And I was in the dollar store, and these beads that I have, they come in all of these different colors. So like they're in packages, and their packages were like $1, and there was like 9 different colors in there. So I just put them in here, and of course they are hard to get in and out. And I think we need some glitter. What do you think? You sound way too young for a grandchild. Yes, my girls are in their early 20s, and we go out sometimes, and I always say they're my sisters. My oldest, one second. My oldest and I, we look like twins. And so I always tell people she's my sister. She doesn't always appreciate it. And she just laughs at me and says, and shakes her head and tells the people, no, that's my mom. So I had my first child when I was very young. I can't get this open. Imagine that. Why is this not coming out? There we go. Okay, so this is some glitter, and I picked this up at Tuesday morning, I believe. So what color should we put in? I think we should add in, Looking pretty good. I love all those beads. I love the sound of the shakers more than anything.
Mama, can I have cereal?
Yes. Go get Granny to get you some cereal. Ask nicely. Say please.
Okay.
Only get a little bit, okay? All right. So I think I want to put a little bit of this white, and these white, the white is like some stars. So put some of that in there. And then I think I want to put in some of this blue glitter. Nah, I want to do blue. I've not used the blue yet. I think I've used the yellow. Yep, I've used yellow. So let's do yellow. All right, so either I have a hole. Yeah, let's see. No, I don't have a hole. I always keep testing it. All right, so I don't have a hole. All right, so we got the glitter in there. We've got some beads in there. And now I do want to use that butterfly punch again. I used it yesterday or whenever I made it. And cut out some little butterflies. These little punches are really super, super nice. I'm not even sure. I think I found this at AC Moore, but I'm not sure. Or some clearance rack. I am big on clearance racks when it comes to supplies. All right. There we go. That one didn't want to come out. All right, put all these in there. Oh, yes. All right. So I don't know if you can see it. Angie, have you ever made one that size? Divided into 6 and filled it with tiny stuff. It's so cute. Made one. Do you mean this size? And filled this size into 6, divided it into 6. So like divide this into 6 little pockets, or were you talking about this bigger one? Oh, where'd it go? Well, I cut off of this one. Well, I don't know where the other half of this went, but it's on here somewhere. Yes. So divide this into 6 pieces. I've never done that. Let's try it and see what happens. We can't do it with this one because it's too much in here, but I can do it with another one. So let's try it and see. All right, let's finish this one up. And I think I have way too much stuff in here already. So what I like to do is to line this up. And again, I want to leave a little bit of a space from the top from where my paper is, but I also want to make sure I'm pushing my paper down. What I also like to do on these is to
I have coffee creamer and my cereal.
Fuse down the middle. Fuse this one down the middle. We can't fuse this one down the middle because I have the paper in it, and so it's not going to fuse down the middle with the paper in it, but we can do one without a paper and see how that works. Let's try it. Let me finish this one first. Okay, so again, you want to leave about 1/4 inch space between where you're going to fuse at and the paper. And the reason you do that is because once you fuse this, it for some reason, there we go. I hope you don't see my hair. I have a bad hair day, I think. Am I getting in the camera? Are you seeing my head? Okay. So there we have it. And then I'm just going to trim off the edge. Now, if you don't like this part being seen, again, cover it with some washi tape. It's really simple. All right. So let's try another one. And to see what it looks like. I think I like that. All right. Let me move some of this. Where is the one that I had? That's interesting. Okay. We'll use this one. We'll just cut another one. Let's get this. Oh, there it is. Here it is. All right, let's use this one. So, now this time I'm not going to put paper in it and behind it. I'm going to, let's see. Right, that's what I meant. Okay, so let's do this one. It's a little bit wider, but I think it's going to be okay. So we have to fuse down the side and close up that side. And let's get this all lined up. There we go. Having this ruler, when I first got my fuse tool, I did not get the ruler. And I have to tell you that it's something about this ruler and how it just helps you so much with your pressure, because I don't find myself getting holes in whatever I'm trying to fuse like I did before. Okay, so let's fill this with some stuff. All right, so let's put this in here. Well, if I can get this open. These things are the hardest, and and my fingernails are breaking. I have really okay, got that one open. There we go. All right, let's close that one. All right. And then let's put in some pink glitter. Okay. And I think I should put some butterflies in here too. So let's just trim this off. And let's do some butterflies here. Because I love butterflies. I just received a napkin swap from in another group, and one of the napkins that was in there had a butterfly on it, and I was jumping for joy because I'm going to put it in this journal. I have some things that I needed to cover, and I wanted to do the napkin decoupage. Okay, so now the same principle is going to hold with this. I don't want to go like super close to this. Like I don't want to like fuse it right here. I'm going to come up above. And now if you can see these butterflies kind of jumping all over the place because of the static. To prevent that, again, you can use one of those the embossing buddies, or make your own embossing buddy, and it's simply a piece of fabric with some cornstarch. Okay, so I want to leave some space, so I'm going to smush this down just so I can see where everything is. And I also want to get these butterflies back down in there too. Come on. There we go. All right, so I'm going to leave just a little bit more space with this one. And let's see. So, all right, there we go. So, and then you want me to repeat the process. No, not yet. Right? No, not yet. I'll send you a picture of what I mean. So this isn't what you meant, Erica? Are you still there? I'm not sure. No, not yet. Yes, and repeat the process because that's cute. Okay. All right. So I'm on the right. Let's see. Maybe she's talking about pocket letters. I'm here. Okay. So now you want me to repeat this process again. Is that correct, Erica? So I'm going to fill this again. This is what I thought you meant. And this time I'm going to do different colors. I'm going to do blues. But I also think I've got a little bit of a hole there. So what I want to do is I'm going to go back over this just slightly above where I sealed it, just to make sure that this time when I seal it, well, that when I do this row, that nothing comes out. So let me seal this one more time. And I know exactly what I did. There we go. Like tiny pocket, okay, like tiny pocket letters. Oh, now I know what you mean. The pocket letter is the trading card size, the ones that you use for the pocket letters. That is what we normally use, or normally that's what I was talking about, but I didn't have any of those. So you could do this as a big pocket letter and fill them. Let me see if I have a pocket letter to show you what I've done in the past. I might have one that someone sent me. So all of my pocket letters are in a binder. And I must say that I don't use my stuff in them. It is for decorations. So all of my pocket letters that I have gotten, and I even go out and buy. Here's one. So in the center of this pocket letter, this person sealed it with the stuff inside. So it's sealed here so it doesn't come out. Now to do one that's all 9 of these, I've never done that, but I have done the middle square of one. Is that what you mean, Erica? I created something new. I did. See, there's nothing, see, even mistakes. But yeah, so doing the pocket letters, I have done pocket letters and I've done the square in the middle. I kind of like doing the square in the middle. I haven't done pocket letters in a while, but I have done this square in the middle and sealed it. And again, when I first started doing the pocket letters, I didn't have a fuse tool. So I would put the double-sided sticky tape across here, put it down, and then I would seal across here with washi tape just for that added security. So, and then here's a shaker that someone made me and sent me. And this is, it's all wrapped in, it's all sealed with the washi tape. Now this one, if you can look, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but it's kind of puffy. And that means that it was filled a little bit too much and sealed too tightly around the edges. And that's why I always try to leave a 1/4 of an inch. So these are, yeah, these are all my pocket letters. They're all in a big, huge binder. 1, 2.5 by 3.5 pocket divided into 6 parts. 2.5 by 3.5. Okay, so that would be one of these. 2.5 by 3.5. So it would be this size, and then it would be divided into 6 parts. So you would divide this one little square into 6 parts. I have never tried that. I like the one with the washi that's sealed on all sides. Yeah, those are nice. If you don't have a fuse tool, it's nice to be able to do that with the washi. The only thing that I would suggest in doing so is to use some double-sided tape with it, just because washi doesn't always hold well by itself sometimes, and it comes off easily. So just for the added security of using the washi with it, it just makes it hold a little bit more. I don't know that I would do something that small with the 6 squares. I don't think I would do that, Erica. I think that it would be too small of a sections, and you wouldn't get the look that you're going for, because you're going to have that line in between each one. I guess once you finished it, you could maybe run some glitter glue or something like that in between on the lines where you sealed it to make it decorative. But I don't think I would do that one. I use a wood burner instead of a fuse tool because it's much cheaper. It worked pretty well, but you don't have the wheel tool. But I think some of the wood burning tools, you can get different wheels with them as well. I'm not sure there. It's not a shaker. I'm not sure, Erica, what you mean by it's not a shaker. Would you put little different like letters in it? You could spell something with it. Not in Italy. Yeah, my neighbor has one that's a wood burning tool, and it has different wheels or different attachments that goes with it. The only thing that I would suggest with that is just for people, you know, if I know with the ones that I'm familiar with, just being careful not to add too much pressure, because it will burn easily. I didn't buy the fuse tool because they all come from overseas and shipping is so expensive. Yeah, I got my fuse tool, again, it was at Michael's, and I used the 60% off coupon to get mine. I'm big on coupon shopping. Hi, Penny. Go kind of fast. Yes, you do have to go kind of fast with it. Hi, Thelma. So, all right, so let's get back to this experiment that we have. And put that away. You know, Erica, that may be, okay, a button, a few sequins, a tiny cutout, etc. Go. Okay, thinking outside of the box, and that's what you're doing, Erica, is yes, we could do that. Do you want me to demonstrate? I don't have any buttons. There is a leather tool that you can use that just heats up with a lighter. Oh, I didn't know about that. So let's go back to this one. All right, so we got it sealed here. Now let's go with some different color sequins this time. I mean, beads. because I've got beads. Some are smaller, some are bigger. Uh-oh, I'm pouring beads all over the floor. These are, all right, let's see what color this one is. Oh, these are more like a clear color blue. Oh, I like that. I am liking this, Erica, even though it's not what you were talking about exactly. I kind of like them when you can see from both sides, but I generally don't. I usually put something in them because I like to stamp on the other side. And I didn't do any stamping on this one, but usually I would stamp something on there. Bible verses is usually what I stamp on them. Okay. So in go our butterflies. And this time, because we're working with blue, we're going to do some blue glitter. And I'm going to have to open this. Okay, for a fused mat, I took the glass of a picture frame, and under the glass, and put a piece of grid paper. Oh, that's a neat idea, Marcy. Yeah, before I got the fused mat, I actually used this mat here, because it's heat resistance as well. So I did use one of those. And also something else that's really cool is the grill mats. They work really, really well too. Okay, so we're alternating colors, and we've got pink and blue. I guess I don't have green beads. I know I don't. So okay, so let me get this lined up here. There we go on one side. All right. There we go. Okay, so I have pink and then I have blue. And let's see what color beads I have, and that will determine what my last color will be. Actually, I have green glitter, and I know these are pink, and I think those are all pink. Can you tell I like pink? Oh, I have purple. And those are purple. So maybe we can do purple. Okay, let's see. See what happens. Oh yeah, these are like a purplish color. Are there any more comments? Oh, yep, there's more. Wow, Marcy, you are clever. I don't think I would have thought of that. You can use seal. Oh, the sealing thing for the bags. Uh-oh, beads going everywhere again. This is just a little bit different shade. What is the secret to not burning through the plastic? Thelma, what I said earlier is that before I got the fuse tool ruler, I frequently burned through mine. But what I found is that I don't know what it is, but when you run it through the center here, I don't know, and it has like little sticky things on here. I think the distance helps, and then not so much pressure. So occasionally I will take the tool by itself and run it through. But generally, I use this because I just found that it works so much better for me. I like what you're making. Would be great to send Happy Mail. Yes, that would be a good idea. I don't know if you were on earlier and when I was showing the pocket letters. And then, let's see. I don't think I can talk and do this at the same time. Oh my goodness. I know how many butterflies that I can get because once I get to a certain place, it stops cutting. So that I know I need to empty it. All right, there we go. So put these in. And then we're going to put in some purple glitter. So we'll have pink, blue, and purple. And this could work as an extra. And you could send this in Happy Mail. And it would be an already made, easy way to send some beads and other things that you could use to do a shaker with. Okay, lining up again. Straight as I can get it. And then also make sure that when you start rolling it across that you kind of keep going. Don't hesitate. Yeah, I thought I moved it down too far. Okay, I did move it down too far. And I want this to be, okay, so here we go without the, okay, there we go. And then I'll just have to fix this. Okay, there we have it.
Taste this. Taste it.
No, thank you. Can you take that back downstairs? You shouldn't have food up here. You know that.
It's coffee creamer.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So this is my version of what Erica was talking about, but that really wasn't what she was talking about. She was referring to something different. But this mistake could be used for a variety of things. You could send it to somebody for Happy Mail. You could send it as prepackaged to make your own shakers, because each one of these could be poured into and made a shaker from. Or it could just become a decoration on a card. I could see this as a decoration on a card. So, and then because my glitter is really sticking, what I would have done differently is I would have actually ran my embossing buddy in there so that the glitter wouldn't stick quite so much, and it would have moved around a little bit more freely. So that is my rendition of the fuse tool. And I know that there are so many different options and things out there. There's a comment. Let's see. Turned out cute. Well, thank you, Erica. I like both of the ones you made so pretty. Oh, thank you, Marcy. So I didn't have any stamps out, or I really wanted to stamp on the back of this. So I will decorate this some kind of way. Because that's just my trade. I always stamp on them, but I didn't feel like getting out a bunch of stamps. So any more questions? Thanks, Angie. Good tips. You're welcome, Erica. Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to fix dinner. And I hope you guys have a wonderful remainder of the evening. And if you have any other questions, leave comments and I will try to answer them. And Erica, I am going to go look and see what you were talking about, because that's got my mind going like outside of the box, thinking outside of the box. So I'm going to go and check out Pinterest things as well. And if you want, that would be a great thing to do, is to post some of those as comments here so others could see it as well. So thank you so much for watching my video. Have a great evening. Bye.